Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, Quarantino de Mayo. Well, I'm wearing my attire and I've got my Caracas. Happy Quarantino de Mayo, since we're all staying home. Okay, we're gonna talk about who's on our show today. First, we have Adapt to It, and we spoke with Leslie, and it was great because she is open, and so she wanted to let everybody know about the things that she does have for you, and you can go there and you can wear your mask, and she's there to help you out. Then we also had a Zoom interview with Dennis at El Toro Water District, and he wanted to tell us how clean our water is, and we don't need to worry about getting it straight from the tap, so no need to buy bottled water unless you have already anyway. But our water is good. Now, I wanted to show you a little meme that I found that I thought was kind of funny about being in quarantine type of thing. It basically is saying Cinco de Mayo finally falls on Taco Tuesday, only to be canceled by a virus named after a Mexican beer. So, thought that was kind of funny. Let's go ahead and take a look at our resources that are always available to you regarding COVID-19 or how to help yourself during this pandemic. CDC.gov has things that you can do at home, also resources for you as a whole. OCHealthinfo.com can give you all of the numbers, so you'll be able to follow that on a daily basis. And then the USA.gov/coronavirus will help you understand the reopening of California. Then, of course, you could always go to our website, LagunaWoodsVillageAlerts.com, or you could email us at info@LagunaWoodsVillage.com, or you could listen to our recorded hotline, which is updated on a regular basis, 949-268-2019. Now let's take a look at our weather. It is going to be warm and then warmer by Friday. Actually, by tomorrow it's going to start getting up there. But nonetheless, it's going to be nice, so you can get outside and get your walk in and get some vitamin D. If you can take a look here, we've got sunny 85, 62 today. Wednesday, 87, 64. Thursday, it is going to be very warm, 93, 60. Friday, we do have a little bit of cooling, about 10 degrees, which will be pleasant, 83, 61. And then Saturday, 79, 62. So beautiful all the way through the week. All right, when we come back, we will have Leslie Gabola. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Welcome back. Well, here we are again with our Zoom interviews, and today I am joined by Leslie of Adapt to It, and you know what? She's still open, and she wanted to tell us about it. Hi, Leslie. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad you could join us via Zoom, and you know, this is kind of our new norm right now, but I understand that you have been open because you are considered an essential operation. So let's talk a little bit about, you know, how things changed for you. It's been about 6 weeks now since we've been at stay-at-home orders. What were you dealing with at the very beginning?
Well, we have had kind of an interesting ride, and we have always been the place where people can go to get kind of the hard to find things.
Right.
And so maybe the more unusual things that people don't really typically have. And we usually have everything in stock because, you know, we have, you know, 3 or 4 of every item. Mm-hmm. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to obviously provide for our community. We're an essential business, and we pride ourselves on being able to provide our customers with what they need most. Mm-hmm. And I've always gained the reputation, like I said, for having the products that they need the most. And this situation is no different. We had to search for masks, gloves, sanitizers, cleansers, and everything. And this meant researching and going to non-traditional vendors after our regular vendors were depleted. And so this took an inordinate amount of time, but obviously we were happy to do it because we wanted everybody to have what they needed.
Right.
So in turn, that made our prices a little bit more. And it's just a reflection. It's a temporary thing, and it's just a reflection on the lengths that we've had to go to and the costs that we get things for.
Right.
And things seem to have stabilized, which is great. we are kind of seeing a shift back to our normal, more normal. And so we have had the ability to lower prices, which is great. And we monitor it really closely because we understand that price is an issue. We understand, that we don't want people to feel like they are being forced to pay more than they want to for the items that they need. Right. And I just really wanted everybody to know that we are really conscious of that. And we are taking care, and we structure it daily. We look at our prices, and we look at our stock, and we look at our supply daily. And so things change on a daily basis. And our stock changes on a daily basis regarding what's open and what's available to us, because things are in allotment. And there's a thing that we can't order, something that we haven't been ordering all along. And so we're stuck in some respects on getting certain items.
Right.
So we take all that into consideration, and that actually does affect our pricing. But we really try hard to be as fair and honest as we can be.
Because you are a store and you rely on shipping, I've heard a lot of people try to, buy things, and the shipping is very sporadic. Are you noticing the same thing?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And to be perfectly honest, getting things from China was never an issue until now. Oh. And so, the thing about it is nobody thought about it. Nobody thought about where things were coming from. And the interesting thing is, most of our things from all along, from beginning of time, have been coming from China. Okay. And so because of China's issue, because of reputation, because of what's happened, it is now an issue. Wow. And so what we are finding is that we are getting things from China. We have been all along. Everybody has been all along. But it is sporadic because in that country, they're having different shipping embargoes. They're having different requirements for different shippers. It's having to come through just Hong Kong. It's having to go through just certain channels. Sure. And so things are very sporadic. Okay. I am quoted between 5 and 8 days for most of my items. And a lot of times it turns into 10 to 12. And so for that reason, I do ask for people's patience, and I appreciate their patience because yes, it definitely has affected us. Definitely.
Well, now you mentioned that you have pretty much stocked. So your store is stocked now, and that you've got a plethora of lots of different things. Yes. Are there certain things that somebody might be looking for today that you'd like to let everybody know you absolutely have in stock?
Yes. We have plenty of masks. I know everybody's looking for masks. Yeah. We have plenty of gloves. We have sanitizer. We have the household cleaning wipes and things like that.
Oh, good, because they're not in the store. They are not in the grocery store anyway.
Right. And we actually stocked up on toilet paper. And
hey, you better stock up on
we have toilet paper. Exactly.
Over there.
I know. I heard about that. It's crazy. So we have paper towels. They're like the commercial, industrial, but they're paper towels. Yeah. We have tissues. We have, everything that people need. And I just kind of needed to introduce a story because it kind of speaks to what we're doing. Early on, when the first panic happened and everything was gone, we had a little lady call us from Laguna Woods Village, and I feel so protective over my folks from Laguna Woods because a lot of times they are fragile. They need help. They just need extra love. And that's what we're good at. So this lady called me or called Bree, actually my daughter. And she said, can you please help me? I have COPD. I cannot leave the house. I am stuck, but I don't have any toilet paper. I don't have any tissues. What little toilet paper I do have, I've been using for tissues. Aww. I can't clean my house because I have no paper towels. I have nothing to put on the paper towels to clean stuff, and I need to keep my home clean. Is there anything that you can do to help me? And of course, we put together a care basket. with the toilet paper, tissues, and paper towels, and cleaning supplies, and a few the other things she had purchased, and we delivered it to her.
Oh, that was sweet.
So, and then we got a call for the next day, her thanking us. And so it's just, it gives us pleasure to be able to do that, to really care for the folks in Laguna Woods.
That's so nice. And I know you've been a staple in this community for a very long time. So people know you, they trust you, and they really do appreciate you. So I think that is an awfully sweet thing that you did. So thank you for being so caring and kind. I know we've got all the 18,000 residents here who are on, they're on high alert, they're concerned, they're isolated. A lot of them don't have things like we do with Zoom, and so, it's a real hard time for them. They're all doing a very good job, though, of staying at home and doing their part, which is very encouraging because we have a very low number of cases in Laguna Woods as a whole. So that's great. But yes, thank you so much for all the things that you do. What specialized products? Now, I know we talked a little bit about some of the products. What are some of the main things that people, other than what you had mentioned already, that they're really looking for?
Well, we have the typical items that people all need. We still have our incontinence program.
Okay.
So again, that would be really helpful for folks. All they need to do is call us and tell us what they need or what they usually use.
Okay.
They can actually sign up, and it's not really signing up. It's just leaving, their card. They call us, we ship it to them, or just deliver it to them.
Oh, okay. So you do delivery then.
We deliver, we do curbside.
Okay.
And we do phone orders and, shipping and all the rest. So we make it super easy. And Laguna Woods is so close.
Yeah.
Free delivery, free shipping. We don't really ship anything. We will more personally deliver it. So, and then all the other items, wheelchairs and walkers and commodes and things like that, we still have those.
Oh, great. Well, great. Well, that's good. You still have all the necessities, which is perfect. And like you mentioned, you have things in stock so people can still get it. You're still open, which is really nice because I think a lot of people think everything's closed and not everything is closed. So it's good that you're here with us today to let them know you are open. Are people starting to come back into the store now?
Yes. We've been pretty busy all along.
Okay.
And I think initially that was because we had such a great stock of the masks and gowns and things like that. But yes, now we're starting to see an influx of people for the more usual items, which is great.
Great. Well, what else would you like everyone to know?
I just wanted to wholeheartedly thank you, the community of Laguna Woods Village, for all their support through my 18 years of being in the community. I started this store with the vision of it becoming a community store where people could really feel comfortable coming in for the issues that they seek care for. And I think that we've been successful. And again, just being able to care for folks. And I just wanted to thank you for people. Thank you to everybody for their loyalty and their patronage at Adapt to It. We really appreciate it.
Well, like I said, you are a staple in the community and you have a good heart, and thank you for everything that you do for the community. So you stay healthy out there and keep up the good work.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
All right. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you taking the time.
No problem.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we'll be right back after this.
Maxi Comfort from Golden is the most comfortable lift recliner in the world. Its patented technology glides smoothly into a variety of positions not found on most recliners. Everyone loves the programmable auto drive control. You can lift and recline, watch TV or sleep, and enjoy the feeling of weightlessness in zero gravity. Made by American workers and backed by the industry's best warranties. Feel relaxed in a Maxi Comfort lift recliner. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Welcome back. Today I am joined by Dennis Cafferty, who is here with us from the El Toro Water District. Thank you for joining us. How are you?
I am well. Thank you very much for having me.
So, it's been just a crazy time right now with everything that's going on. And, we've had concerns about drinking water. I think that was really early on when all of this was going on. I'm not so sure how many people are worried about their water. I would imagine that people are probably using more water these days because they are home a lot more. And then also we've got sanitizer wipes and things like that, which I know are creating quite an issue. So, what are some of the things that the water district is doing right now that might be different from what we did prior to us stay at home?
Well, the biggest thing for us has been the way we're staffing. We are committed, of course, to our inherent responsibility to ensure the safety of the drinking water, the reliability of the system, but we are doing it in a different way now. And a lot of that is to accommodate the social or physical distancing requirements and really to keep our staff safe.
Right.
One of the big things that we were concerned about is if this thing hit us and wiped out a large chunk of our staff, it would severely compromise our ability to maintain the system. Okay. So we have split up our crews into basically 2 different shifts. They don't come across each other at all. So if somebody does get sick, we kind of mitigate the possibility of cross-contaminating those 2 crews so that we always have people available to continue to do the important work that they do to make sure that the water and the wastewater systems remain reliable and safe. And we've been fortunate that that's worked. We haven't had anybody get sick. Mm-hmm. Our staff has adapted. I can't say enough about them for the hard work they've done to kind of change with the times, so to speak. They're all looking forward to getting back to normal whenever that might be, but they're doing what has to be done right now to make sure that we provide the essential service that we're here to provide.
That's good to know. And you're not alone. So many companies have had to make adjustments this way, but we seem like a pretty adaptable society, obviously, and we want what's best for everyone. So I think that's really good to know. In regards to, we have 18,000 residents here who are staying at home. They are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Although they have concerns, and I know initially there was some weird concerns about transmission through water, and talk to us a little bit about our drinking water and why it's safe.
I very much appreciate that question because it's the primary thing I'd like to convey is that the drinking water is safe. The COVID-19 virus is not a waterborne disease. It's transmitted from person to person, not through water. The CDC has said on multiple occasions that drinking water is not really an issue, largely because all the existing treatment requirements for drinking water already are required to remove, I think the number is 99.99% of viruses. And that's just through the treatment process. The typical disinfection step that occurs prior to distribution takes care of anything that might have gotten through. So the normal treatment that we were already doing easily handled the COVID-19 virus. So it's not in the drinking water. We've talked to our provider, Metropolitan Water District. We've gotten the same message from the CDC, from the Environmental Protection Agency. Science across the board has continued to say that this is not a waterborne risk for drinking water. So we've gone way out of our way to try and get that message across to people. We really hate to see people running out to buy bottled water purely because they think that their drinking water isn't safe. It is. And we're here every day to make sure of that.
Well, that's great. And I think now, we're well into the 6 weeks that I think people have finally realized it, but it doesn't prevent people from buying water and toilet paper, which is beyond my comprehension, but okay. It's been crazy. Now, one thing beyond toilet paper that they are buying are sanitizing wipes. And many people just throw those right in the trash, or they throw them right into the toilet, which is definitely not a good idea. So tell us why it's not a good idea.
Well, the big problem with really anything other than toilet paper going through the toilet is the potential for significant impacts in the sewer system. There's a lot of things that you can flush down your toilet and it will clear your toilet, but once it gets into the sewer collection system, it doesn't break down the way toilet paper is designed to. Right. So we're carrying, whether it be paper towels or disinfecting wipes, or in reality, even those disposable wipes that say flushable, that just means that they'll flush. It doesn't mean that they will break down in the sewer system, and then they can get caught up on if there's roots in the system or some other small blockage, it all piles up, and we can end up with sewer spills. We can end up with significant impacts at sewer pump stations. And I've talked to a number of other agencies that are seeing that happen. And so all of my wastewater colleagues are trying to get the same message out, that toilet paper, yes, but really anything else should not and cannot go into the sewer system because it's just not designed to deal with it and can have pretty significant consequences.
Well, yeah, and then people would be very unhappy if they weren't able to use, the sewer system. Now, is there anything other than toilet paper? Like you said, the ones that say they're flushable, but they can't break down. Is there anything that is available that does break down?
Not really. That's the challenge we're dealing with right now. As we all know, and as you alluded to a moment ago, the fact that toilet paper disappeared from store shelves as fast as it did surprised me as well. I couldn't figure it out. Apparently, I think it's one of those self-fulfilling prophecies where there's a shortage because people anticipated the shortage and bought everything that was on the shelf.
Right.
And now, if I go into the store and I see it on a shelf, I'm like, wow, there's toilet paper today. But that's been,
Get some.
Yeah. So I recognize the difficulty, but no, is the unfortunate answer. There isn't really anything else that's designed to break down the way toilet paper is in the sewer system. So really putting anything else down the toilet runs the risk of creating problems.
Okay. Let's talk about water usage. Now, I would imagine that people are using more water because they are home more. Are you seeing an increase?
We're really not. I expected the same thing. There's more people home. There's kids at home. There's obviously the unfortunate impacts on a lot of people that aren't working that are home, or certainly the people that are working from home. Mm-hmm. So we expected to see water use go up. We expected to see the flows into our sewer treatment plant go up. And at least through March, we didn't. Okay. I had one person suggest to me that it was because yes, they're home, but they're not going anywhere, so they're not showering as often. And potentially true.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing, but okay.
The reality we live with now is certainly very different. So we're watching it. For us, water use is going to go up in the summer. It's going to go down in the winter. So if there's a temporary impact on water use during this current crisis, then we're well positioned to accommodate it. I don't see it being a problem at all for supply, and the sewer system can accommodate the increased flows as well if they occur. But we haven't really noticed a spike yet.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Any other things you want to point out?
I think the other thing that I want to make a point of, we've talked a lot about water quality and how important it is everybody understand that the drinking water is safe. But I want to emphasize the same thing on the wastewater side, because the recycled water product that we deliver through the irrigation systems, a lot of which occurs in the Laguna Woods Village community, I can see people being concerned, okay, do I need to worry about it on that end? And you don't. It's really the same. The scientists, the experts, the State Water Resources Control Board, they're all saying that while there has been some detection of the COVID-19 virus in wastewater, there's been no examples of that causing anybody to get sick. Okay. And the wastewater treatment process, much like the water treatment process, is designed to deal with things like that and removes the virus. And then all of the recycled water we deliver is disinfected with chlorine that puts a cap on anything that snuck through. So we are as confident in the safety of the recycled water as we are in the drinking water in terms of it contributing to anybody's potential to get sick.
Well, you are on it, and that's really good information. Hopefully it eases everybody, their mind if they had any concerns about our drinking water as well as our wastewater. So great information. I appreciate you taking the time to be with us.
Well, I, again, appreciate the opportunity. It's important to us that our customers and certainly the residents in Laguna Woods Village know that we're here day in and day out to make sure that the service that they depend on is as reliable as it's always been.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again, and you stay healthy out there.
You too. Thank you very much.
All right. And we'll be right back after this. welcome back. Now, there was a glitch the other day with Hunt for Red October. So tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. without subtitles, we're going to go ahead and show it again, and that is the Hunt for Red October. And we wanted to let you know that that will be replaying again, so you guys can check it out if you happen to miss. I think it was like the last 10 minutes or something, so you can go ahead and tune in and see it again. All right, let's move on to the meeting. Now, today, immediately following our morning broadcast, will be the GRF meeting. And if you would like to participate, all you have to do is email your questions to meeting@vmsinc.org, or you could call your questions in at 949-268-2020. Now, this is during the meeting. And then you can watch it on your digital device, your iPad or computer, and you would log in to lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Again, that will be the GRF meeting, and that will be following our morning news broadcast at 9:30. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. But before I do that, let's take a look at the beautiful picture that Ben Givens sent us. So nice of him. Look at how beautiful that is. Our sunrise this morning was 5:58 and the sunset is 7:38. Ben, thank you so much. It was absolutely gorgeous out there. And you know, with no people in your way, it really turns out nice. If you have a photo that you would like to send to us, please send it to Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. It does need to be a high resolution photo, because otherwise it won't show up very good on broadcast. All right, let's take a look at our weather one more time. Looking absolutely beautiful today. 85-62, then tomorrow we have 87-64. Ooh, by Thursday it's going to be pretty hot, 93-60. Friday cooling nicely to 83-61, and then delightful on Saturday, 79-62. Have a wonderful Cinco de Mayo, or Quarantino de Mayo, however you want to say it. Enjoy your day. Stay healthy.
Now there's a different way to buy a new Lexus. It's called CarDash, only available at southcountylexus.com. It's amazingly simple. Visit southcountylexus.com, select and reserve your new or pre-owned vehicle that comes with a 5-day love it or leave it guarantee. Apply for credit, calculate your payment, and even appraise your trade-in, all online. Once you arrive at the dealership, just pick up your car and drive home. Push a button, get a Lexus. South County Lexus, where different is amazing.
Communities are starting to feel the financial impact of COVID-19, commonly called coronavirus. But we want you to know that there is help. We have disability insurance for workers who are ill or medically quarantined due to COVID-19. Paid family leave is available for those caring for an ill or medically quarantined family member, and unemployment insurance for reduced hours or lost work. We're all in this together. For information on how to stay healthy, visit covid19.ca.gov.